Okay, team, we're back. I've had a bathroom break. I've got a fresh cup of tea. Let's go hunt some zombies. So some here, that's actually too much for us right now. Especially with the injuries. With some more tier 3 weaponry, we can take that on. I always find the key thing with these fallen heroes is a solid defense. Because they only attack once a turn. Oh, baby, give me that XP. Yum, 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 yum. I think I actually want Kilt in this fight. Yeah, that's fine. The one impale per turn is fatigue neutral, so that's fine. Damn, I wish I had all those swords. Oh well. Yeah, Balloonsky is terrible. Sorry, bud, but you're not very good. Shit. Oh, he tries very hard, bless him. I can do it. What the hell? We don't even have fully upgraded armor, but I think we should be okay. If you guys know anything from watching me over the months and years, my overconfidence never gets the best of me and I never get punished for it. Doesn't ever happen. Probably leave Clout and Cesar up there, because even if they aren't shooting directly, they can just fire into this group of enemies and hit something. I think we're past the point of having to get their armor, so we can just wreck all of them as quick as we can. I really wish that city that we just came from, I forget what it's called, but I wish it had a training hall. Would have been so useful for us. That looks pretty cool as well with those shoulder pads. I'll definitely keep the shoulder pads on the shopping list if we can pick up another set like that. Like ideally, that I think is pretty damn good armor for everyone. It's really pretty much on the sweet spot of fatigue and armor points. Oh, that was a mistake. Now I can't use Thresh on Sachubrak. Oh well. Next turn. See, here's where I wish that Mersault had something other than the two-handed mace. Nicely done, Balloonsky. Zombie nibble. Zombie uses nibble. It's super ineffective. Just worries me, there's a lot of zombies up there. Okay, the killing frenzy is going to help Mercelt though. Wait, so Tubruk till you get completely surrounded and you can thresh in a big circle. Oh, that's right, Balloonsky doesn't have Berserk. Come on, get in there. See, Thresh is pretty underwhelming actually. The damage numbers is not that good. I kind of get why they felt they had to nerf it, but that feels like an over nerf. You suck, Balloonsky. Sorry, buddy, but your melee skill is not great. That was kind of underwhelming. Like the two-handed warhammer is the way to go. That's... Whoa! That's easily the most I've seen get up in one round. At some point I hope we can take on an unhold or two. I really want to craft the improved quiver sizes for my archers, especially because I got 4 archers. We are going to be going through the ammo pretty damn quick. Is there another zombie there? No, there's not. That should be fine. What? Oh, it was Aloysius, but he dodged. Good. I thought there was that ground bit there. Got that wrong. The Frosty's out of armor, but he has got back up there with him. Great shot, Clout. Owie. So, I think Aloysius has, yes, bandages on him. Good. Crunch. Actually, I need to not kill this thing now. so that Aloysius can treat that injury. But let me guess, now I can't patch him up because he's in contact. I have to wait. Okay, everyone wait. Oh, Lodorak whiffed. Easy. Nice XP numbers. These big groups of zombies are just a heaven sent for your leveling. $75 at 5. That is so good. Real potential. 65 at 3. That's almost as good. Yeah, these two have got great potential. I'm so pleased with them. And we're going to need more war bows. And I didn't even have to clean out these ruins. 78 times 25 is like 1800, I think. And then hopefully after this there is a war-related mission we can get involved in. $540. Oh, see, that's a terrible price. That's worth 2,600. Is anyone going to use this Warhammer? I suppose it's worth hanging on to. If we've got to fight more Orc Warriors. 6, 7. Yep, hang on to that. That's fine. Ammo. I think I can turn a profit off of that. Not really much. Nah, not worth it. I really want to find someone that's got a weaponsmith. I desperately want to get a tier 3 two-handed mace. $1,900, okay, good. The greenskin horde is terrorizing. Give some time to think. I legit want to get involved with a war-related mission. This would be against witches. That's too risky, I don't want to do that. I'm sitting on 8,000 gold. Come on, this is ridiculous. I want to spend this stuff. Where is a weaponsmith? We could go to the kennel and stock up on a bunch of dogs. Let's pop in at Kohndorf and then Sandfest. I mean, we're in danger of missing the war now. We've been faffing around for so long. I'm determined to accept at least one war-related mission before the war ends. Mersault, Mace Master, always a sort of take one for the company, seems to have single-handedly helped the resolve of the men, as one sellsword explains it. I don't know how to explain it. As another more articulate mercenary says, it's like he's more than just a sword for hire, you know? He's someone we can depend on. Like a brother, but not a whole brother, obviously. More like a half-brother. A bro, if you will. Good, so Legu's in good spirit. Mersault Mace Master is the best. I would agree with that. And he's going to be even more the best once we get him a tier 3 two-handed mace. And if Dovkul smiles upon us, we may even get a legendary version at some point. Oh, come on! Well, good a time as any. 90, 110, 130, 150. Fish. There's plenty of nets. Nothing. Damn. The winged mace. Since the introduction of the two-handed mace, I don't really see much of a space for using the one-handed maces. I mean, they're still good. Just the two-handed versions are like, you know, head and shoulders better. Ugh, come on. But where did we just come from? We just came from Krakenland. No, we'll need to go to Krakenland. Seriously. The 3 days to the east. It's way too far. Okay, we clearly need to head north if we're gonna find any better work. The guy in the tavern just said they're looking for people at Thunstetten, so hopefully it's one of the nobles. No, come on. A day to the west. We're to Sandfest. I don't want to go. We just came from there. There's nothing there for us. We'll try Bitterfeld and then we might even go for one of the other houses. But it would be such a shame to have to fight against. I think it has to be Kaltenborn that we fight for. We've done such good work for them over the last 147 days. Well, fine, we may as well take this. Nice. The first Bitterfeld company is in the area. Let's find these greenskins and pull them straight into this company. Okay, bear in mind that Bitterfeld Legion is just to the north. They're busy cleaning up some raiders, and then we can have them help us with these. Oh, perfect! It is still orcs though, so... I feel like this is the right weapon. Two-handed sword, two-handed sword. Tobit? I do want to keep getting levels on Kilt. Who do we have sit out then? Probably my Bannerman. He's already level 11 and he's not that important. In fact, he can kind of almost permanently sit out until we need him, that is, to fight against 75 at 5. Good lord. That's fucking outstanding. His accuracy is excellent. He's raced past Fulmac. Oh no, sorry, Fulmac was the newer guy. I don't think it's necessary to have a spear wall. We've got all these soldiers with us. Throwing weapons or crossbow? Throwing weapons. No wait, but I've already given him bow mastery, haven't I? Well, there's no bow to spare. Interesting how these orcs take so little armor damage, yet it doesn't actually show them when you highlight them as having Battle Forged, whereas with the zombies you do. I mean, I'm almost certain they have Battle Forged. I can't imagine how they would take so little damage and not have Battle Forged. Otherwise they've got like 500 armor. Those beautiful Zweihanders. Cloud McDoubt rolled a 94. Nice little stab there, Belinsky. Good lad. I might actually swap Sir Kuno into the front line with Belinsky. It would just be a straight up waste to have him not be on the front line. Shot Tobert. I kind of feel like money-wise it might be worth heading up to the north to that city that has the Fletcher and go buy another warbow or two. Careful with that crossbow. This band is certainly going to be the most ranged, powerful band I've ever had. Legio, I don't think he can get forward and get an melee attack off, so... I really want to get to the point where we have 2 flail raiders up front, 2 hammer raiders, 2 mace users, and 1 dagger master. I think that's going to be the best sweet spot between armor pierce and AoE attacks. Those were 95s, just show how accurate he is with those throwing weapons. But for real though, I don't want to keep crapping on about it, but the usefulness of crossbows on comparatively low-level guys has just blown me away. It's so much more effective than I thought it would have been. With so few points in range, you actually hit pretty damn often. It, in my mind, makes it a certainty that when the DLC comes out and we have the peasant horde, we're going to have an entire peasant horde with mostly crossbows. It's going to be fucking terrifying. And of course we'll have a few archers, like, you know, 3 or 4 archers, but everybody else in the backline is going to have crossbows. And think of that band late game. You got 18 on the field. Let's say you go for an 8 up front, 10 at the back setup. Of that 10 at the back, 4 are archers. That could give you 6 crossbow users. If you go late enough and you get rich enough, you could have 6 tier 3 crossbows firing every round. Holy shit. I'll say holy shit because I'm trying to think how much that would suck to go up against that. And you could even further take the piss and, you know, give your frontline guys crossbows as well. And with quick hands, I mean, why not? Sorry! You would be buying ammo up at a pretty scary rate though. You'd be going through ammo like you can't believe. Like imagine also if you have 10 on the front line and 8 at the back, and all 10 up front are two-handed mace users. Because like once you're in a one-on-one situation and you get that daze debuff, you're gonna win most of the time. I mean, the damage reduction, the fatigue reduction, the initiative reduction. But spamming one weapon type feels a bit cheese. So like right there, all 3 hit, and yes, I didn't wound him, but he's fleeing, so who cares? Yeah, save your ammo. That shit's expensive, yo. Don't you break my kite shield, you big green bastard. It's going to be very interesting to see how resistant the Northmen are to getting injured. I mean, there you may well have a good argument for going crippling strikes. But when it comes to the Northmen, my intuition tells me that a solid spear wall should be your best way of dealing with them. Thunk. Oh! It's such a pleasure to fight with a professional army. Unlucky Lodorak. They do not like getting stuck with daggers. That sergeant actually survived. Which I find amazing. When he stepped out in the first round like that, I thought there's no way he survives. That's a nice little change to the AI, where the crossbowman didn't actually shoot across the allies when there was no need to. It used to be that fighting with these allied soldiers could be quite a risk for just that reason. Kill stealing bastard. Well, first Bitterfeld, a pleasure. An absolute pleasure working with you. Now level ups. Easy crowns indeed. Prices are not great. Okay, so with 75 accuracy, Kilt needs a bow, that is. Where's his bow? Did I go and flog his bow? What is the matter with me? Well, a new one shall be forthcoming in due course. Actually, Aloysius, I just want you to carry the banner so I can see that you're the bannerman. Anyways, it's nice to know that we've got a level 11 bannerman and we've got a level 11 sergeant. So we've got two sources of raise morale. So once this war is over, we can go do some pretty damn good zombie hunting. We should be very resilient and resistant against the ghosts, which is nice to know. But I don't think I want to just run around and go, you know, kill random ruins. I definitely want to make sure that I go once I get a tip from one of the locals, because I want those legendaries. Day 150 coming up, boys. I'm so glad this campaign has gone better than last season. Fuck, last season was rough. What is this? Hunt unholds, I imagine. Come on, I want to get involved with the war. Yes. Good. It's not going to be easy, but let's do it. Before we do though, let's just pop down to the south, to the training hall, and train some of our lower level lads. Where's the nearest training hall? All the way in Krakenland. Actually, don't go that way because it'll trigger the first mission. One thing I've come to understand of these type of missions is you get 3 missions, and I always thought that was so hard because you don't have time between the missions, but you kind of do because you finish the one mission, just don't go back to the war camp. Go repair your gear, go heal up, then go back to the war camp. I want to keep checking for Sele helmets. But they remain elusive as ever. Wait, was there a hunting bow there? No. Okay, so who are my low level boys? They are Tobit, who has 1 more battle worth of training. 3 more battles worth of training on Filmac. Let's go clear out this little hut and then go do some training and then take on the mission. A marksman, which is fine. What is the brigand leader going to be wearing, I wonder? He's got a named shield, which is awesome. His helmet and his shield are of the most interest to me. Is 5 AP enough to attack? I don't think so. Get on Balloonski. Whiffed. Turbot. X. Right in the face. Job. 61%. We'll finish him off on the next turn. Oh, that miss! 79%. It's okay. Kilt won't let us down. Has he got quick hands? He does not. Old throwing axe to the face. Ow! Fucking toothpicks. Waste of goddamn time if you ask me. Yeah, I can actually break this lad's shield. Good. Oh! Broken elbow. Ouch. Oh! Oh! Gruesome. Fucking gruesome. Don't let him escape, boys. Geef my shield. Noob. And a noble sword. He's carrying great gear. Black Eyes, Ironheart. He's already breaking. Thunk. Get him, boys. Get him. Don't let him get away. In those situations, I have once or twice accidentally pressed "it's over" and then seen this guy just disappear. You're like, no, that's okay, you can go. Take your amazing armor and gear with you. Oh boys, gimme, 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 gimme. Black Eyes, Ironheart's Bastion. That's quite nice. So 20 regular melee defense, but the extra range defense. So a sturdy triangular shield, well suited for close combat. This one is exceptionally well crafted and balanced exemplar. No extra hit points though. The kettle hat is nice. The lamellar harness is kind of meh. It's kind of too heavy, but it's alright. And there's a hunting bow that we needed for our archer lad here, Kilt. Good. So, who do we give the full kettle hat to? Who's got decent fatigue? 71, 74 there. Well, all of these lads are all going to be getting a brawny soon. Ladorak is actually going to have to take Fortified Mind. He's already got it. He's at 38. Oh, right. Traumatized. Well, once we get the Undead Ambition, that's going to help us quite a lot. Now, Belinsky, you can either attack once for 65 to 85, or... Oh, no. Noble Sword, way better. Which, perfect. You're a shield expert anyway, so that suits. It suits nicely. Tobit the Spear Duelist. I don't know. I could still go kind of either way with him. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in the slightest because we're going to get rid of him anyway. All he's going to do is give us a named warbow, and then he's going to get fired. So what does he need? He needs Krakanzi's got recover. He'll certainly need. He will need Colossus. He's arguably getting leveled all wrong, but doesn't matter. I want to hang on to these long swords because when we fight against Alps, it's all about AoE attack. So best case scenario, we do this mission, we're able to do maybe one more, and then the Noble War will end, and in those two war-related missions we'll get a nice bit of weapons and armor from the enemy. Really what we're going to get from them probably is kite shields. Keter shields, I mean, sorry. The Frosties, the shield breaker doesn't really need that. That's fine. Like you shield breaker fodder, that's too much. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I even need the mail war book? It's always useful, I suppose. Like that should do. And then I wanted to paint some of these shields. Isn't that pretty? Not worth. Extra 20 hit points for, what, 4 fatigue? Not worth. That reminds me, I need to be on the lookout for closed mail coifs and Saleh helmets for my archers. Okay, we got that. Let's go and do this war mission now. Tools looking good. Ammo looking good, medical supplies, food, money, it's all looking pretty good. We have officially stabilized. Nothing I want yet, it's all too expensive anyways. Right, okay, that's 45 minutes, so we'll call the episode here. When we come back, we'll be moving to the war camp to report to Sir Guidobold. We take on our first war-related mission. Finally! Only took us 151 days. Thanks for watching, friends. I'm Stobbie. This is the Golden Dawn. When we come back, it's time to join this war. We sit on the fence and on the sidelines no longer. Glory and probably death awaits.